What is up, everybody? My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how we pressure washed the wrong house, how that happened, what happened once we figured out that we were pressure washing the wrong house, and how we eventually got to the right house. But before we get into that, if you guys want to learn how to wash every surface on a residential job site, the chemicals that you need, how to mix them properly, what equipment you need, as well as job walkthroughs so that way you know what to do from setup to breakdown, check out the first link in the comment section and the description. That will be a link to the How to Wash course. It's going to help you get started, launch your business, and learn what you need to be doing to be effective and efficient on a pressure washing job site. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So I've always thought it would be funny to wash the wrong house. I think Mike did a video probably about a month or so ago about how they washed the wrong house, and I've always kind of been curious how that could even happen, right? Because like you have the address, you follow the GPS takes you where you need to go, you wash the house, or if you've gone out and quoted it previously, you just go out to where you quoted it previously. But I'm going to blame Kale on this one because we pulled up to the house and I was following behind him and he drove me to the back of this cul-de-sac area. Now, we couldn't believe it when we pulled up because all the houses in the subdivision were pretty much brand new. It was like a new construction, new development subdivision. So we drove to the back to where this cul-de-sac was. Like I said, I was following him, and the house was just brand new. And we were like, why would these people ask for a house wash? We were a bit curious, a bit thrown off from the beginning, and that should have been a sign to us that we were probably in the wrong spot. But of course, it wasn't. And we said, you know what, let's go ahead and get going because whenever we go to a job site, we really want to get out, get everything set up, and get rolling as fast as possible so we can complete the job, text the customer, and get paid and get on to the next job, because we usually schedule these 2, 3, 4 jobs in a day. So we hopped out, we got going, we set everything up, we were treating the house, we were letting it dwell, and about 15 minutes in, Kale looked at the numbers on the house and he goes, wait a second, I think we're at the wrong house. And I was like, what? And then I looked up, I looked at the numbers too, and I was like, that doesn't look right. What was the numbers on the house that we were supposed to go to? And sure enough, we were at the wrong address. Luckily enough for us, the house that we were washing, the people were not home and they didn't have like a Ring doorbell or cameras or anything to know that we were out in front of their house washing. So maybe they got home that day and just noticed that their house was extra clean. They were like, wow, the house is looking good. But they got like a partial free house wash. They pretty much got like the front of their house almost completely washed before we were able to realize that we were at the wrong house. So immediately, once we realized we were at the wrong place, we packed everything up and we drove down the street to the correct property. So since this was a new subdivision, the GPS is a little spotty. As you guys probably know, if you ever drive through like a new subdivision or like a heavily wooded area, the GPS gets a little bit thrown off because it doesn't know exactly where the house is. So in Kale's defense, the GPS did take us to this house. As you guys know, we quote everything remotely, so we didn't go out in person and do the quote on this house beforehand. We do this to save time and to save money, but in this circumstance, it actually wasted a little bit of time. However, everything worked out. These people got a free front of their house wash. We went to the other guy's house and we got going on that one. The job was quick. It went good. We did a house wash. We did a driveway cleaning. The house was newer, pretty much like the whole neighborhood, but it did have some cobwebs on it. It did need a little bit of a house wash. The guy probably just wanted to keep up with it. And people like this are good people to set up recurring cleanings with, because like the house wasn't extremely dirty. A lot of people will wait until like they absolutely need a house wash to get something done to it. But like a guy like this really just wanted to keep his house clean. So you could put him on a maintenance program where you say, hey, I'll come by maybe biannually, 2 times a year, or even quarterly if that's what he wanted. Like if he was super interested in it, if he was close by and it was an easy kind of something to throw in the schedule, you give him a little bit of a discount on it. And then you have him booked, 4 times a year, 2 to 4 times a year, depending on how often he wants to get the house clean. So something to keep in mind, if you find somebody who wants their house clean and the house really isn't that dirty, try to put them on some type of a recurring basis so that way you can, have some guaranteed money for yourself, as well as you're providing a good service for them. They're not going to have to reach back out to you. You just say, hey, what do you think about every 4 to 6 months we come out and take care of this again? They'll probably be down for it. We didn't ask this guy that. He was a little bit farther out of the way than what we anticipated. I didn't map it out whenever we did the quote on it. We just looked it up and shot him over a quote. He agreed to it, but it was a little bit farther than what we like to travel, so we probably wouldn't put this guy on a recurring basis. It's just one of those things. But if he was a little bit closer, it'd be something I'd definitely be willing to ask him. Now, we did make a mistake on this property, and the customer made me aware of this a few days later. So he had an exposed wood beam in the front of his house, and we did get some SH on it, and I guess we didn't rinse it fast enough. I noticed before we left that it looked like it had some drip marks, but I thought whenever it dried, it would look fine. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, he sent me a picture and the wood looks pretty bleached out, as well as you can see where the bleach was. Like, you can see the lines in it. So I've spoken with him. We agreed that we're going to go back out there, sand it down, and reseal it for him, because it was our fault. We really should have pre-wet that and made sure that we didn't get any SH on there. And if we did get any on there, we should have rinsed it much faster. So unfortunately, we are going to have to go back out to this customer's house and fix his wood beam. I'm going to do a video on that, kind of show you guys how we messed up, what it looked like, and then how you can possibly remedy it, as well as not let it happen. But as I mentioned, you want to make sure you keep it wet, as well as rinse it often, especially when you're spraying SH on the house. So I'm going to be bringing that to you guys soon. If you guys haven't subscribed already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I've already communicated with the customer, and we will be back soon, so stay tuned for that video. But the word of the day is going to be don't trust the GPS, or the phrase of the day, if you will, because some of you guys like to call it a phrase of the day. Comment down below, don't trust the GPS, and I'll hashtag you a real one. But if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, and check out the first link in the comment section description if you want to learn how to wash jobs properly and not mess it up like we did on this one. But anyway, my name is Justin, Forever Self-Employed, and until next time, hustle hard and get that money, baby. Peace.